All right, game 4 here. I'm casting straight through in this miracle of miracles here being seen today in the Masters Cup. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I mean, honestly, I know all the things I've said are impossible. What has happened is Hyuk has actually become a good player. Somehow he has found it in himself to transform from horrible to good, and possibly to very good. I have never seen anything like this before. In my 2 years of commentating StarCraft, someone who was ranked so low, who, I mean, had such a bad record, 16% win rate against Terran, winning against STX Seoul's two best Terrans, and now possibly an all-kill. Does that even say Hyuk? Is that like a little carrot that puts the word Hyuk in there? It probably says like SKT1, or like it says Bisu Fantasy, and then Hyuk, all-kill. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. You guys who know Korean, of course, probably know better. But here comes the big guns. This is Cal being put up by STX Seoul. If nobody else on STX can do it, it's Cal who should be able to do this. STX Cal is amazing against Zerg players. I think he's around 66%, which may be one of the highest PvZ win rates ever, because this is generally a matchup that favors Zerg slightly. And we're going to see what happens here on God's Garden. Oh man, I cannot believe what is going on here. Yeah, actually, I'm sorry, Cal does not have that high of a win rate. I was just thinking of his great games. He's actually only 56%. Misread that. But still, that is a very impressive win rate against Zerg. I think he is very good against Zerg overall. He's going to be scouting in the wrong direction. Hyuk, meanwhile, it looks like opening up with an overpull here on God's Garden on the right side, and I'm still speechless. I mean, I'm not speechless. I'm talking a whole lot, but my brain is basically just completely blown at this point. Oh, what is Cal doing? Cal is going for a gateway first opening here. This is going to be very interesting. He is going to try to catch Hyuk off guard. I mean, we saw what happened the last time. He tried, an STX Seoul player tried that, which was bogus. It didn't work. I mean, Hyuk was not phased at all. He showed remarkable, absolutely inexplicable unflappability in the face of surprise. I mean, I just don't understand. Usually, someone does something obvious and Hyuk loses to it. Here, people are doing non-obvious, amazing things, and Hyuk is winning. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Right now, we're seeing Cal actually going for possibly a one-base tech build. I don't know if that's the best strategy on God's Garden, though. I mean, God's Garden does afford you actually. No, it's a fine strategy. My apologies. It does afford you that back expansion, so we actually have seen Zealot first builds, because you can block off your ramp and pick up 2 bases. So this is a fine build, if a little bit different from what you'd normally expect from Cal, though. So Cal, you know, usually what you would see even on this map is a forge fast expand, just because you're going to pick up 3 bases. Cal's going to choose to play a little bit lower econ here as a Protoss player, and that means he's going to be the one who has to pick it up a little bit with an early attack. I really feel bad for that girl. I really do hope they explain to her years later only what happened. Why do they keep showing Toss Girl? That is not helping my commentating. Looks like we've got more Lings, or Lings coming from Hyuk right now, finally, to the front of Cal's base. Hyuk with the overpull, but it's going to be pretty ineffective. I don't think Hyuk practiced this game. I really don't think even Hyuk thought he would get to game 4 of this series, because the only way he'd be able to do it is by beating the first 3 players. I mean, I think he's actually never played this map before. But since today is the day of miracles, Hyuk has never played this map before, and he may actually win against Cal. I am a believer in Hyuk. I don't care if he wins or loses this game. I am a Hyuk fan. I will be commentating more Hyuk games in the future. I am not even kidding. Tonight's miracle has been enough of a conversion. The scales have fallen before my eyes. I mean, this is just divine intervention. I am becoming a Hyuk fan. I am a Hyuk fan. I can't believe I just said that. I am a Hyuk fan after the miracles he's pulled off, because this kid has grit. He has shown that he's improved. I mean, this kind of drastic improvement doesn't usually happen. It doesn't happen ever. Usually what we see is a good player who starts off being unknown, and he wins a ton of games, and then he's really good. You don't see players who totally suck for about half their lives just spring up so quickly. I mean, we've seen players who suck for a while and then spring up, like Lita, who was mediocre for a while. He was like okay for a while, and then he got really good. But I mean, this is like you go from like one of the worst, one of the laughing stocks of the league, to really, really ridiculously good. God, I cannot believe this. We're seeing a 3-hatch lair here from Hyuk, and meanwhile we're seeing the beginning of possibly a Bisu build here from Cal. Not really a Bisu build, I guess, because of the gateway first, but certainly an early Citadel and early Corsair. Not sure if it's the best idea, though, because Hyuk is going to have one expansion that can't be harassed. Usually you'd want some kind of shuttle first build, but we're going to see whether this works out at all for Cal. A shuttle first build is good because obviously you can reach that back base then. Looks like Hyuk is going to let in a probe here. Hyuk does not have speed yet for his Zerglings, and it's going to spawn the beginning of what looks like a standard opening here from Hyuk, that 5 hatchery opening with the Spire and the Hydras about the same time. It might not be, though, because we haven't seen any extra hatcheries, obviously. And we're going to see what happens here. There's the probe scouting everything. Cal has all the information he needs. He's going to have the Corsair to supplement that. And we'll see if Cal is going to build any more Corsairs. No, he is not going to go for a real Bisu build. He's not going to go mass Corsairs because we're seeing the stopping of the production, and we're seeing a second gateway fairly early there. There is the first Hydralisk out for Hyuk. I don't see any extra hatcheries for Hyuk yet, so this could be perhaps a Mutalisk build of some sort. Okay, no, there is a 4th hatchery there, so maybe it is just going to be a 5 hatchery build with more early tech slightly. And there's the Forge for Cal. Cal really has not done too much with this opening, but he's not really hurt by it. In fact, he has a good number of Zealots.